video, I'm going to be showing you how to do a makeup look that pairs with a video I did for Mode. And it's going to be featuring Cara Delevingne's Met Gala look. And it's also slightly inspired by Candice Swanepoel's makeup from this year's Met Gala. So it's kind of a smoky, rosy eye mashup. First, I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills' Brow Wiz in Taupe, and I'm just drawing on my brows. You'll all know that I don't have the edges, so I have to draw those on and then thicken up the front. Once that's complete, I'm just going in with my foundation, not my concealer, because I want it to look really natural, and I'm carving out the edges of the brow. And once that's complete, I go in with Makeup Forever's Aqua Cream in shade 2, and I apply that as a base all over my eyelid. This shadow is water resistant and crease proof, so I like it better than a primer. And I'm also putting a little bit underneath to hold the shadow in place. Once I'm done with that, I'm taking a blush actually from MAC called Cubic and putting that all along the socket. And a little bit underneath my eye as well. Now this blush is matte and rosy. And once that's done, I go on top with a pencil called Powersurge from MAC. Now this is the sticky base that the eyeshadow can really cling to, so you can get that deep saturation of color. So I'm applying that all over and blending it with my finger. Now I'm taking the eyeshadow Antiqued from MAC, and I'm putting that on the outer corner of my eye and all along the socket. You just want to windshield wiper it back and forth. Then I take more Cubic and I just blend that Antiqued through the eye socket. And once that's done, I add the spotlight, which is NYX Ultra Pearl Mania in Oro. I love this color because it's super high in pigment and it's also incredibly reflective, so it makes an excellent spotlight on your eyelid to add dimension. So I'm just building up the saturation, and I'm also going to add a little bit underneath near the lash line. Now I'm looking a little bit washed out, so in order to get the balance right, I'm adding more Antiqued all over. This is also going to create more of a rosy effect and make my blue eyes stand out like crazy. Okay, another thing I do to keep myself from looking really washed out is I put eyeliner on, especially with a look like this where I'm doing a lot of golden and honey tones. Unfortunately, it just makes my eyes look totally washed out and like part of my skin if I don't put some eyeliner on. And I'm also opening up the inner corner with a champagne eyeshadow and topping it off with tons of mascara. I'll be putting fake lashes on and more eyeliner later on. And you'll see it makes a huge difference because otherwise I end up looking like Charlize Theron in Monster. And this kind of separates your skin from your eyes if you're really fair. So yeah. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going in and putting my foundation on. Now with a look like this where I'm using a powder eyeliner, I want to make sure that I'm putting foundation on after the fact. Because that way if there's any fallout, I can kind of clean it up as I'm putting it on. So I'm time-lapsing this to be polite to you, but you get the idea. Now the goal is to neutralize any red in my skin. And I'm also just going on top of it with the Pixie Woo or Real Techniques Beauty Blender. I really like this one, it's my favorite one. And then I'm also going to be putting blush on. Now this is NYX Cream Blush in Golden. And I like a cream blush because it tends to cover my rosacea the best. Other powder blushes wipe away the foundation as I'm applying it. And then once I'm done with that, I go in with the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer and I conceal my dark circles and around my nose. Like I said, the trick with this is to get rid of any red in the skin because we already have so much warmth around the eyes, it'll keep it looking clean. And then I'm just patting that into place and making sure there's no excess. But this is nice because it doesn't wipe it away as I'm applying it, it just takes patience. So now that that's done, I'm realizing I need more eyeliner. So I'm actually going in with Black Track on a smudgy brush, and I'm going in with very little, and then just kind of adding it on the edges. And you'll be seeing me build this up and add a little more for a while here. And then I'm going in with Sketch just in the outer corner to add a little bit more dimension and cleaning it up with my foundation brush. Now I'm grabbing a little bit of Cubic, just making sure everything is blending together. Now if you have a lot of eyeshadow on, you want to make sure that your eyebrows match. Otherwise, once again, you will look washed out. So I am going for a lighter browed look, but I still want to make sure that they're present, so it's just kind of trial and error. I had someone ask me to start talking about how to balance things out. I don't really know. I'll be working on that in the future, so we'll see. So yeah, so instead of having like a wash of gray that looks kind of faded, I decided to go in with a little more black track, but this time on a thin brush so I can really control where it goes. And that's going to help build the lash line up and keep me from looking, yet again, washed out. So I'm going in with my favorite Demi Wispies or D Wispies from Friends Beauty in LA. You can order them in packs of like, I don't know, I order like 40 at a time. These are honest to God my favorite eyelashes in the world. Okay, so now I'm going in with a nude lip liner from MAC called Boldly Bare. Now this is a little bit darker than your average nude and it's a little warmer too. And then I'm going in with Angel on top of that and blending the two of them together. Once I'm done meshing the two of those together, I go on top of it with NYX's French Kiss Gloss. Now I'm going in with a darker lip because you know how I roll. So this is a color called Fresh Moroccan from MAC. It's kind of an unsung hero and it's a bit of a chameleon. You can really manipulate it to be either a light rosy pink or a really deep red lip depending on what liner you put it with. So the liner I'm using is burgundy. It might be mahogany. I don't know. I can't really tell. I like mahogany with it a lot too. And then I'm just going in at the very end with chestnut and really deepening it up. Yes, I like this. And once I'm happy with the lip, I'm just making sure that my blush is in balance and everything is blended. So that's pretty much this look. It's kind of the Cara Delevingne Met Gala look, as well as a really rosy eye. I think it's pretty chic. I like it. I don't know, maybe you do, maybe don't. But yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know if there's anything else you want to see. Head over to Mode to check out the hair that also accompanies this look. I'll put the link below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!